Yo, what's good, YouTube? S04 here, aka Scoop, back with another Pokemon Battle Federation video. We're in week 2 of season 4, and we're taking on. Okay, so the Virginia State Braviaries had to resign from the league due to personal reasons and whatnot, and they have a replacement, my good buddy AAA, taking over using the team name the Cleveland Escavaliers, and they are packing some heat. Mega Tyranitar, Tapu Fini, Feral Thorn, Marowak, Alolan Form, Doublade, Jellicipod, Quagsire, Landers Incarnate, Crobat, Palosan, I'm not real fucking sure, and Gorgas. Anyways, I felt like I had a pretty good matchup. There's a lot of threats on this team that you got to be prepared for, but I felt like this is the best matchup I could build for now, without truly knowing. Like all of these mons are really good in the matchup. Some other mons that I have. Okay, so I have Manaphy, Nidoqueen, Mew, Mega Pinsir, Hydreigon, Cofagrigus, Donphan, Emboar, Electros, Steelix, and Miltank. Steelix was okay in this matchup. Miltank was great. Completely walls the Marowak. Emboar's great wall breaker. Flare Blitz and Superpowers, as well as Wild Charge and Grass Knot. Cofagrigus was really good. Electros was really good in this matchup. But I chose to bring these 6 mons, Mega Pinsir, Manaphy, Nidoqueen, Donphan, Emboar, and of course Renegade, the Hydreigon. So first off, we have a Swords Dance, Frustration, Quick Attack, Earthquake. Mega Pinsir can force a few things out. Jellicipod, Landers Incarnate, Crobat, Gorgas, Palosan can be forced out depending. And basically I have Frustration because it's neutral against everything, at least, and if it's not, Earthquake is super effective. Swords Dance allows me to Oko everything. After Swords Dance, I can Oko everything. Tyranitar can pull with Earthquake if it's offensive. Ferrothorn and Tapu Fini go down. Marowak goes down. Doublade goes down to a Earthquake after some like 25% prior damage. Landers Incarnate goes down to a Frustration after about 75%. At 75% HP. So no way it's going to even want to take a boosted one. Crobat takes a hell of a lot for Quick Attack if it's boosted, and his other mons just drop. So I think this is a good brain. Also, got enough HP investment to make sure that I live a Rock Slide from Doublade, Quagsire, and Gorgas, and also live a Gorgas Fire Blast that assumes that I'm going to stay in Swords Dance, and if it doesn't switch out, I will take a Fire Blast. Next up, Manaphy, Tail Glow Surf, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Fire. Surf hits everything except the Tapu Fini and the Jellicipod, and possibly the Quagsire, and the Ferrothorn, which I have Energy Ball for all of the above, except Ferrothorn, and then Hidden Power Fire for the Ferrothorn. Jellicipod's a little bit weird too, its ability, and then but Mega Pinsir can take care of that pretty solidly if I need that going before Manaphy can set up for win. Then that's what Mega Pinsir will do. And if Manaphy needs to get rid of Doublade and Quagsire and Crobat potentially for Mega Pinsir complete, that's what it'll do. This is teamwork here. Anyways, next mon is going to be Nidoqueen. I'm going to run a Focus Sash variant just in case he's set up or wants to I'm not real sure. I run Focus Sash so I can live a hit. Guaranteed, if I can lead with this thing and guarantee my rocks, basically. Unless he gets like a flinch or something bullshit. Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Ice Beam hit everything except Ferrothorn, but Earth Power hits pretty hard, and I have some other ways of taking care of Ferrothorn. I don't need fire type coverage on every month. Enough speed to outspeed Tyranitar, and enough bulk to live a few hits, as well as max special attack. This speed only allows me to outspeed Tyranitar, and he is Mega Tyranitar, so if he's actually max speed Mega Tyranitar, he will outspeed this, and he will actually outspeed my Emboar as well. This unfortunate part of my prep, learned this in the battle. Unfortunate way to learn that. So this thing is another wall breaker. Hits everything for a lot of fucking damage. Back one month though, we have an Assault Vest on offense. It takes 3 hits to be killed from Earth Power, from Life Orb, Modest Landers Incarnate, and can almost 2-hit KO with Ice Shard with this investment, or it's a roll actually, and yeah. So the Assault Vest and the HP and special defense investment allowed me to take on the Landers pretty good. Went over my Emboar already, and last but not least, another wall breaker with taunt. So what I would do here is come in, click Dark Pulse. He brings in the Ferrothorn or the Tyranitar, and they both get dropped. If he has the Tapu Fini, I just click taunt and then switch out. He will bring in the Tapu Fini, get taunted, and then I switch out. So like my Manaphy or my Nidoqueen, respectively. Sludge Wave is guaranteed 2-hit KO on any kind of Tapu Fini. Earth Power, 2-hit KOs or Okos, everything, minus the Ferrothorn. Potentially, depending on his investment, could 3-hit KO. That being said, we can hop into the battle now. And he does bring a pretty solid squad against my team: the Crobat, the Tapu Fini, the Ferrothorn. Like he balances his fire weakness really good with his defensive core, along with a mon that fire types don't really enjoy. So I was looking at this, and my best lead, in my opinion, was leading off with Nidoqueen. Because if he leads Crobat, I can Ice Beam. If he leads Doublade, I can Earth Power. Tyranitar, Earth Power. And if he leads with the Landers, I would go ahead, and I'm going to bet my money on it, that I would click Ice Beam. And make sure that thing is gone from the match. But he does lead with the Tapu Fini, so here I'm free to fire off a Sludge Wave. He may have predicted me to predict his one of the Steel types and go for a Fire type or a Ground type move, but no reason to this early in the match. Fire off a Sludge Wave, get big damage. He goes for the Nature's Madness and gets big damage there. Guaranteed switch, so I'm setting up my Stealth Rock here. And he's going to force me out into my Donphan. I'm going to take 47%. Like I said, it can't 2-hit KO me. Here I almost doubled into my Emboar, which would have been a great play. But I'm actually just going to Ice Shard in case he wanted to stay in, predicting that. But he makes the good play, and I'm going to make a good play too. I can't be status because of Misty Terrain, so if he goes for Toxic or T-Wave, it won't matter. And he must have forgot about his Misty Terrain, because he does go for T-Wave, doesn't affect me, and I can just fire off a Flare Blitz here. And it easily does 20% for this thing. And yeah, so that's gonna go down. And here's where things are gonna get tricky. He brings in Godzilla's son, Tyranitar. Automatically, my first thought is, you're dead. Superpower. I outspeed by 1 point. EV'd that way. You can't outspeed me unless you're Choice Scarf, but you're Mega, so you can't have B Choice Scarf. Forgot, for one, that he gets a speed boost right there, right then and there. And part 2, I forgot that Mega Tyranitar even got a speed boost upon Mega Evolution. Able to knock me out with the Earthquake, but that informs me that he is max speed, max attack. Superpower 100% kills. His only play there was to go into landers or crowbat, or I guess Dublade's not really a play. His play was to go into crowbat or landers, predicting the superpower. He thought I was bluffing. He said it in the chat. Thought I was bluffing. Hit him up with the superpower though, and now he's going to be able to come in and maybe have the focus blast or the hidden power ice. Either way, I can't stay in. He's actually going to go for the focus blast, and he's going to miss. Not that big of a deal, because it wouldn't have killed, and I would still get this ice shard damage. But I wouldn't even have this chance for this 50-50. But he's going to win the 50-50, as if he goes into... okay, so basically this is not a 50-50. It is for him, but not for me. My play is 100% ice shard. But I actually clicked knockoff, predicting him to switch out into his Doublade or his Ferrothorn and not let this thing just get picked off. But he does just go for the safe Earth Power, the risky Earth Power, I should say. And I went for the knockoff. So misplay on my part. If I click that, then I have extremely high chance of winning the match easily, as opposed to it being completely rough and broken to do that. Here, I'm gonna click frustration, so I can gauge the damage on the Doublade as it comes in. It shows me that it's max HP, but not max defense. So I can go for Swords Dance here, and I'll live a Rock Slide or a Rock Slide in the Shadow Sneak, potentially, depending on his investment. He goes for the Toxic though, so that's interesting. Hit him up with the Earthquake, and I missed the knockout on 1%. I know he wasn't EV'd that way because the frustration did so much. But that sucks. I got the 65% was the lowest roll I could get. I mean, 73%, 73.9% was the lowest roll I could get, and I got a 75% roll, so pretty low. Not blaming that because obviously I made a misplay the turn before with the Donphan and the Embor, so definitely could have avoided the situation altogether. He does get the Rock Slide, but without the Toxic there, if he didn't go for Toxic, if he just went for the Rock Slide, as I went for Swords Dance, he could have went for Shadow Sneak after, but he let me, I think it was a misplay to go for Toxic, is basically what I'm saying. Because if he goes for Rock Slide, it puts me in range of Shadow Sneak, then I get the Swords Dance up, and he keeps 75% of his HP, and then I have to go for for Quick Attack, which is going to do like 20 maybe, and he can go for the Shadow Sneak, which would kill me no matter what after the Rock Slide. And basically he would have had all of his HP left if he didn't go for the Toxic. So I guess he might have been predicting my Hydreigon, but no really reason to, because I would just click Dark Pulse and kill this, and then he would bring something else in. I'm not real sure on the play call, but I just bring in Hydreigon, go for the Dark Pulse here, kills it. He brings in the Landers, forces me out as he shows that he has a Focus Blast. Goes for the Earth Power. Now I can bring in Manaphy, live the Earth Power, click Surf. Now if I can get decent rolls here, I can still win this match, which is pretty interesting considering how much I forgot and how many misplays I made. He goes for the Nasty Plot. I hit him up with the Surf, and it does 34%. He does the Giga Drain, gets about 20 of it back, and then he's able to knock me out with the Sludge Bomb. So if he had got a low roll on the Sludge Bomb, depending on his investment obviously, he probably OHKO'd no matter what if he's max special attack. I would be able to knock this thing out with the dark bolts, and then knock out the ferrothorn from 78, whatever percent with the flamethrower, which would have been nice. But he does get the 2-0 victory there, and we drop to 0-2. So that's no bueno. We're going to look to fix that in week 3. That being said, Blackmont Rockers have had their worst start in Pokemon Battle Federation history. This is our 4th season in